people don't understand that it's all about touching all 4 frets at the same time. Look, I'm in this weird position with my shoulders at this weird angle, my elbows tucked up here in my body. I have this extreme curvature in my wrist. People go, this can't be how I'm supposed to play the guitar. And I go, actually, it's not, interestingly enough. Notice how I have the guitar on my right leg over here at this point? Well, consider this. I'll show you maybe a little bit better way to think about holding the guitar. You can hold it this way if you want, but you're going to find that there are some problems that way. When you're in your band in the end, you're probably not going to be sitting down anyway, right? You're going to be standing up with a guitar strap on playing. Well, when was the last time you saw anybody standing up kind of holding the guitar like this, bent way over like this? Now I'm going to sit back down again, but pretend I'm still standing up, okay? Now, what you notice is when you wear a guitar strap is that it pulls the guitar over into the middle of your body like this. This strap goes up over the shoulder like this. So the middle of the guitar body is in the middle of your body, and the head is kind of up like this, up towards your head, and then you go, touch all 4 frets? Oh. That's easy. Look at this. Look at how my shoulders and my elbow have plenty of room to move around. Now, the funny thing is, and, you know, I got some curve in my wrist, but it's not as bad. My elbow here has plenty of room to move around. Now, the funny thing is, look what happens when I'm sitting down with the guitar in this position. Actually, the guitar winds up over here on my left knee instead of on the right knee, pointed down like this, the way everybody else is trying to play it. I'm going to suggest that you'll be much better off putting the guitar on your left knee, and you kind of get your knees apart so the guitar will sit comfortably right in the middle of your body. And look how much easier this looks right here. Doesn't that look good? A person sitting there playing the guitar like this looks like they've been playing the guitar for 20 years. Everybody else looks like an amateur. You're kind of going, wait a minute, I see everybody else sitting this way. And I go, remember I said most people who claim to play the guitar don't even know the first darn thing about it? It's really funny. Other people are going to go, oh, that's the way I see all the classical guitars sitting. I don't want to look like a nerdy classical guitarist. I go, hey, but those guys get more out of the instrument than anybody. They understand 4 fingers equals 4 frets. And if you can have access, instant access in a comfortable way to those 4 frets anytime, that's basically all there is to playing the instrument right there. So, my advice is put the guitar on your left leg. You're going to see this information is all in your support material, too. I'm really hurrying through this, I know, because I still got a ton of stuff to tell you in the last few minutes here. But you've got to have instant access with your 4 fingers to your 4 frets on any string like that, and you can. Now, the first exercise I'm going to give you is not going to be the most fun and rewarding thing, but I swear this is the most important exercise anyone's ever going to give you on the guitar. It's called a chromatic scale exercise. There's that word again. How do you play all 12 notes? What's that called? It's called a chromatic scale. How do you play a chromatic scale on the guitar? Well, as you know, you start with your low E string down here. Now that you're sitting in the right position, touch all 4 frets to remind yourself of what position you're supposed to be in. You'll notice at that point your thumb is kind of back behind the neck. You know, it's not up along the side of the neck the way a lot of people try to play. If you touch all 4 frets before you do anything, be able to touch all 4 at once. That'll kind of show you the position you're supposed to be in. Start with your open low E string and start walking up. Index finger, second finger, third finger, pinky, then switch to the next string and then walk up that string. When you get to your G string, you just want to go up 3 frets. And then to your open B string. Until you get all the way up to your pinky note on your high string, 29 notes. Now remember, since those 2 strings right there are tuned 1 note closer together, if I went up to my pinky note on my G string, I would simply be repeating the same note that my open B string is tuned to. So, it's not a critical mistake if you wind up doing that, but if you're listening carefully, I would be repeating the same note twice if I played my pinky note on my G string. So the best thing to do for right now is just to go up to your 3rd finger and then switch to your open B string, walk up that string, switch to your high E, and go all the way up to the top. That's basically all there is to playing the guitar. But now you've also got to be able to come down, too, in reverse order. Now you start on your pinky note on your high string and walk down the frets until you get to your open string. Now the open string is the last note that you play on each string. Pinky, 3rd finger, 2nd finger, 1st finger, and then the index finger, and then the open string on that string. Then you go immediately to the 4th fret on your next lower string and walk down that string. down, and then open string is the last note you play on that string. Then you go to your 3rd fret on the previous string, 2nd fret, 1st fret, open string, then switch to your next lower string, pinky. What I'm doing is I'm typing my alphabet on my typewriter. If you can do that, you can do anything. All there is to playing the guitar. If you can do that, you can do anything. You've typed your way through the alphabet for a distance of about 2 1/3 octaves. Now, one thing I also want to mention very quickly is what's going on with this hand. We haven't really talked much about what you do with your picking hand, with your right hand. Now, most people just intuitively kind of hold the pick the right way. There's a lot of different styles the way people hold the picks. There's also finger style playing where you use, you grow your nails a little bit longer and you use each of your individual fingers as a pick. But right now we're just going to talk about pick playing, plectrum playing. And, you know, you've got your pick there. One of the main things that you've got to develop right away and not getting any bad habits about, this is so important, is you've got to develop what's called alternate picking. That is, most people that come in to take lessons from me, they just start picking in a downward direction with their pick. They don't use any upstrokes. Every now and then I get some odd person that comes in and their natural inclination is to pick with all upstrokes. But if you ever want any speed, and so many players these days play really fast, the only way you're ever going to get any speed is by utilizing the pick in both directions very regularly. Down, up, 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 down, up. And so that's what's called alternate picking, and you want to work on this right in the beginning. And most of what it is to play the guitar is to learn to coordinate this activity, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, with your pick, with this activity up here with your fingers. There is one more thing you've got to keep in mind, and that is, yes, 4 fingers equals 4 frets, but when you think about it, when I was playing that chromatic scale on the guitar just then, how many notes was I actually playing on each string? Was the answer 4? No, actually the answer was 5. Because remember, I was playing the open string as well. On each string I was playing the open string, and then the 4 notes I was playing with my fingers. So the truth of the matter is, what it really requires to control the guitar is the control of 5 frets. The 4 frets you play with your 4 fingers, and then the open string itself. So interestingly enough, it really requires 5 frets to control the guitar. Remember, don't think of your open string as some different kind of thing. The open strings on the guitar are really no different than the notes that you play with your fingers on the fretboard. It's just kind of like there's another fret down here and there's an invisible magic finger playing that note for you all the time. It's a note that the guitar plays for you. You don't have to do it with a finger. But it's still a note just like any other note. So it really requires 5 notes on each string to control the 12-note pitch system on the guitar.
Hi, I'm Scotty West, creator of the Absolutely Understand Guitar Video Home Study Program. Hey, thanks for all the positive feedback on our video guitar lessons. We're now uploading new lessons right from our DVD Home Study Program. Each lesson is 70 minutes long, but we've chopped them up into 10-minute chapters to fit on YouTube, so each lesson will have 7 chapters. It's critical that you watch these chapters in order. Make sure you start with Lesson 1, Chapter 1, then move to Lesson 1, Chapter 2, etc. When you've finished all the chapters for Lesson 1, then move on to Lesson 2. Hey, some of this stuff you might already know, and some of it's a little dry. You're going to wonder, do I really need to know this stuff? The answer is yes. Each one of these chapters contains little gems of information that nobody's told you yet, and these are the missing pieces that are preventing you from seeing the big picture. Don't cheat yourself out of these valuable realizations. Stick with the program. Also, consider our complete DVD home study program. Our high-resolution DVD video is much better than these fuzzy little YouTube clips, and you'll also get all our cool printed material too. So good luck with your music and enjoy the lessons.